my first live stream. I've done it on Facebook before, and I've done some takes, but this, some of you know me from lessons and school and such, and hopefully some people all over the world are watching and various locales. So I've been using my phone all this time, and this is kind of informal. So just to full disclosure, if I can figure out how to stop this thing without embarrassing myself, that'll be great. So I'm just figuring out this now. First live stream, I thought I would just do something and talk about improvisation on the classical guitar. Now, a lot of people do it on acoustic and electric, and I've always loved the steel string acoustic sound. Growing up with prog rock and and groups like Boston too. I know they're not prog rock, but just mentioning them, just dating myself a little bit. Um, but I took up the classical guitar because that's what was available in music school. And so, in more traditional schools, you study the classical instrument, much like you would do flute or violin or piano. So, guitarists have been notoriously bad readers, but I learned to read music quite well, and I was already kind of a fingerstyle player. I did play electric guitar, and still did in jazz band in college, and still play jazz. But the improvisation that I do is more just picking up my guitar and painting, so to speak. So I compare all types of playing, whether it be performance in the classical style or improvisation, to just having a wellspring of material. Whether you're doing comedy, stand-up comedy, improvisation, or you're just got a gift of gab. I was the kind of guy. I'm still the kind of guy who, could probably talk less. And so I have a gift of just making conversation with anybody at any time. And so I just try to put that on the guitar now. So now there is the question among academics and people who teach and study guitar very seriously. Um, well, how much should be muscle memory when you prepare for performance and memorization, that sort of thing? I'd say use what's at your disposal. It's good if you can anticipate the next note. I heard now everybody's talking about Neil Peart from Rush because he just died a few months ago, and um, boy, it's a blur this 2020 year, isn't it? With the COVID, I don't know how long ago that was, but Bill Bruford, who used to play drums for Yes and King Crimson, mentioned that he retired from performance because he couldn't hear what comes next anymore. I thought that was fascinating. So obviously, there's a guy who's not going just through motions or mechanics, but he's thinking creatively. Um, so I like to think I do that. Sometimes, though, it's just an appealing sound or tuning or capo. People, jazz players may make fun of guitarists who use the capo, and rightfully so. No, it's you you got to know your flat keys if you're going to play with brass. That's for sure. So, but a capo can um, change the key without learning new fingerings, so to speak. So if you're trying to play a three chord progression, or like I did a Christmas tune with the capo at the third fret, because I have to play Silent Night with a piano player on Sunday, and he's playing in B flat. He offered to transpose, but I thought, well, no, let's just play in B flat. That's fine. And the thing is, I mean, I can certainly play in the key of B flat, but it sounds good. The guitar has sonorities and certain sounds that sound really good when you're using open strings. And there's certain timbres and colors that I like. So I'm just going to play something based on this. I have improvised using drop third string tuning. You tune your G to an F sharp. That's good for Renaissance music because a lot of music was written for the lute instead of we didn't have a guitar quite yet back then. So, and then the six string E often guitars will drop that to D or even lower sometimes to get interesting expansions and really deep sounds. So it's really cool. But so in a sense, it's just kind of dumb luck that I had to do B flat because I started to find some sounds I like and watch out for the clams, you know. But okay, so let me just improvise a little bit. So those are just some ideas there, based a lot on the open strings and sort of a minorish sound. I really like the Dorian mode. Just a misspent middle age, I guess, on Miles Davis or some youth, I guess. But anyway, so now there's some clams in there, but you know it's a different thing when you're on the third fret. But anyway, that's just a little bit about how I use the open strings and some of the sonorities and colors of the guitar. Um, I'd like to do some more of this, and then next time, in times to come, talk about some beginning chords and some other more academic stuff. So thanks for listening, and let's see if I know how to stop the stream now. So have a good evening, everyone.